Dave Palumbo here with the feel-good interview of the show. John Meadows has just gotten his IFBB Pro card, winning the 35-plus Masters and 40-plus Masters overall. You cleaned house here. You went home with all the hardware, and I know the most important was the Pro card.
Yeah, absolutely. I sat in my hotel room today and I was trying to count up how many times I've attempted to win a pro qualifier, and I think I'm around 16 or 17 attempts. So
is it that many? What
yeah.
shocked me was I asked you when you started competing. You said you did your first show in 1985 at 13 years old.
1985, 13 years old. I watched the 1985 Mr. Olympia over and over. I could tell you all the placings in that show, and I was hooked. 13 years old, I was like, that's what I want to look like.
I didn't know that you would train. When did you start actually working out with weights?
Probably when I was 11 or 12.
That's insane.
Yeah, I wasn't the brightest kid. You know?
Now, you took the 13-year-old energy and you waited till 1998 before you got on a national level stage.
Yeah, I tried to work my way up. You know, I did local shows, and then I did some
a lot of these guys jump right into the big shows, though. You didn't.
No, I did a lot of local shows, and I didn't go to the state show until I won all the local shows. I didn't go beyond the state show until I won that, so I very methodically worked my way up through the ranks.
It took your time.
Yeah, I actually was working most of my life I've worked a demanding corporate job, so, you know, it just was a hobby to me. So I'd go work all day, slip out on one weekend, take an extra day off, compete, and then back to the real world on Monday. So I just in no rush, you know, we'll just work our way up, and, you know.
Now, at one point, I don't remember what year, you'll remind me, you had the intestinal problem.
Yeah.
Go through this, because I know the story, but a lot of people don't know the story.
Yeah, I in 2005, I had my entire colon removed.
No colon?
I have no colon. Yeah, that's, you know, the scarring right here. I had a vascular disease in the sigmoid part of my colon, very rare. The Mayo Clinic diagnosed it, removed my entire colon. I've had 6 subsequent surgeries. My abs are actually held together by stitching.
Wow, and they look pretty damn good.
Well, here's what happened. So everybody keeps saying every year, John, you got to control your abs better. I'm like, look, I'm trying. I lost nervous function.
Oh, there's nerve damage there?
Yeah, this whole area was just nothing but tingling. 2 months ago, that went away.
Just recently, huh? 10 years later.
2 months ago, that went away. The nerves regenerated, and I started training my abs again 2 months ago. And in 2 months, my abs have...
You haven't been able to train them for 10 years?
Right.
Wow, that is amazing.
Right.
What do you think made them come back? Any magical potions that you might be taking?
If I knew, I'd bottle it up and sell it. I honestly don't know.
Which you never know. You might do anyway.
I don't know. Maybe it was growth hormone. I don't know. Yeah. But it was crazy. After all those years, all of a sudden it just went, you know, it's like, wow.
That's crazy. Now, did you notice a big difference in the way your physique looked once you were able to start training them?
Huge. Instead of trying to always suck in my stomach, it just started pulling in on its own.
Amazing.
And this has only been 2 months, so I'm optimistic. I'm not that I want to compete much longer, but I'm optimistic that now my stomach will be able to stay nice and tight, because I can actually train them like everybody else can.
I'm sure it'll get even better as the days and months go on.
Yeah, that's the hope. So, but it's, yeah.
Coming into this event, did you think you'd go home with the pro card, or were you just like, look, here we go, let's just flip the coin again?
You know, Dave, I've had seconds so many times. It's I never count my chickens. I've had so many people go, "Oh, John, you got it," and you don't have it.
No.
So
I'm sure you weren't even shocked, because you looked like you were completely surprised when they called your name out in first.
I was trying so hard to control my emotions, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. And I'm not sure what that was all about, but I was a lot of emotion, a lot of second places, a lot of close calls, but it worked out.
Feels good though, right, when you finally get it?
It's just, you know, it's like I never had this vision in my head that I would compete as a successful pro. I just wanted to accomplish a goal of earning a pro card. You know, so this was 30 years. It took to accomplish this goal for me, you know, and so.
Well, there's a lot of guys out there like me who are rooting for you, because, you know, I see myself in you.
Second.
So so I can get behind that. But then there's the guys that are the naysayers. Oh, what is he wasting his time for? He's never going to do it. I mean, how do you get past that and just focus on yourself and what you're doing?
I focus on the people around me that care about me. I've been fortunate to be surrounded by a lot of really good people, and you know how it is. There's always going to be some negative people out there, but you just can't let it infiltrate your head and get in your head. I focus on the good things in my life. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 6-year-old kids. Life is good. So if somebody doesn't like my physique, then hey, that's okay. That's their problem, not mine. So I just feel very blessed. I have so many people behind me too that, I heard people cheering when I won. That made me feel good. It's like they appreciate.
Yeah, I think New York loves freaks. So if you can't win here, then you can't win anywhere.
Then I'm screwed. Yeah, right. So.
Well, congratulations, John.
Thank you.
My
very
pleasure
much,
to be able to interview you in the winner's circle.
Thank you.
New IFBB pro John Meadows here in New Jersey, New York, as I like to say, at the NPC Team Universe.